on the Street 919 FM this and every Friday from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. It's time that you live.
Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919FM.com. News from the Street 919FM.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 4 o'clock news on the Street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube. In the headlines, Currap man drowns in swimming pool. Gate falls on girl 13 at the Carapachima school. The Met Office warns of bad weather until Friday. And internationally, Florida mom threatens to blow up a school because son wasn't fed enough at the cafeteria. And now the news in detail. A 23-year-old Currap man drowned in a swimming pool at his home in Currap last night. The incident occurred at about 11:30 p.m. The victim has been identified as Ashwin Critchlow of Carter Lane, Currap, and was said to be suffering from depression and was on a depression drug, according to relatives. In other news, a 13-year-old girl was injured on Monday when a gate fell on her and knocked her to the ground shortly after she arrived at school in Carapachima. According to a video online, the girl's mother said her child hit the back of her head and her hands were also damaged. The mother said the incident happened shortly before 8 a.m. when the Form 2 student was standing near the gate in the auditorium and it fell and hit the girl from behind. In more news, the Trinidad and Tobago Service, Met Service rather, is warning that the adverse weather being experienced since yesterday will continue until Friday. These conditions are expected to persist over the period, with a few settled periods accompanied by light rain. Heavy downpours can lead to the threat of isolated flash flooding events that may cause temporary traffic disruptions. Gusty winds may be experienced in the vicinity of heavy downpours. Internationally, a Florida woman has been arrested after allegedly making a bomb threat to her son's high school. The mother became enraged that her son wasn't being fed enough at the cafeteria. The 41-year-old mother was arrested last Wednesday in connection with a threatening voicemail she left at the Cocoa High School saying she'd blow up the school if the cafeteria didn't start feeding her child better. A school staffer who heard the voicemail the following morning called law enforcement and an evacuation and search was done at the school, but no evidence of an explosive or harmful device was found. The mother has been charged with false report of bombing or arson against state-owned property, a felony, and disruption of an education institution, a misdemeanor. And that was the 4 o'clock news on the Street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube. In the headlines, Currap man drowns in swimming pool. Gate falls on girl 13 at the Carapachima school. The Met Office warns of bad weather until Friday. And internationally, Florida mom threatens to blow up a school because her son wasn't fed enough at the cafeteria. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas. Miss Aisha Wells, the Queen of Talk, she's up next.
the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The street 919fm.com.
Prepare for them food shortage. Ask about them seed bank storage. Social media, what a distraction with them demonic forces. Tell me who them sources. What's the ingredients of them sauces? Give your prime ministers and religious leaders, find out who them bosses. Oh, them full of funny, now make the 1% them the Tell your elect but you can't select. Watch the options them keep giving you. Who get the contracts, the one with contacts. Poor people get less money with more tax. Open your eyes and see who are the real enemies. From behind this struggle still. Some rich and some poor still. All the money with them have that can't buy salvation. From behind this struggle, out for the battlefield. Oh, yeah, no, man fed up with oppression. Man start job for me, I'm now. Man I call for you, we know. Got to detach on the system. Self-sufficient man far, so I've got to take myself away. What control we mentally. Make my chip enter it. Stop your income when your food done. You're going giving eventually. Remember, prayer without works is dead. God help those who help themselves. Not put them faith in our riches and wealth. Ignore them health and still end up in a hell. Man turn Judas, girl turn Jezebel. So the man go marrow. Enough of them blind follow. See them today, you not see them tomorrow. Pastors extorting the masses. Politicians knocking champagne glasses. And one like the smarties. To them off them passes.
Entertainment, information, conversation. All on Street 91.9 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
Oh, yeah. Revelation. Prepare for them food shortage. Ask about them seed bank storage. Social media, what a distraction with them demonic forces. Tell me who them sources. What's the ingredients of them sauces? Give your prime ministers and religious leaders, find out who them bosses. Oh, them full of funny, now make the 1% them the Tell your elect but you can't select. Watch the options them keep giving you. Who get the contracts, the one with contacts. Poor people get less money with more tax. Open your eyes and see who are the real enemies. From behind this struggle still. Some rich and some poor still. All the money with them have that can't buy salvation. From behind this struggle, out for the battlefield. No!
The Street 919 FM.
Trinidad! Oh, yeah. Trinidad! Revelation. Prepare for them food shortage. Ask about them seed bank storage. Social media, what a distraction with them demonic forces. Tell me who them sources. What's the ingredients of them sauces? Give your prime ministers and religious leaders, find out who them bosses. Oh, them full of funny, now make the 1% them the Tell your elect but you can't select. Watch the options them keep giving you. Who get the contracts, the one with contacts. Poor people get less money with more tax. Open your eyes and see who are the real enemies. From behind this struggle still. Some rich and some poor still. All the money with them have that can't buy salvation. control we mentally. Make microchip enter it. Stop your income when your food done. You're going giving eventually. Remember, prayer without works is dead. God help those who help themselves. Not put them faith in our riches and wealth. Ignore them health and still end up in a hell. Man turn Judas, skeleton Jezebel. So the man go marrow. Enough of them blind follow. See them today, you don't see them tomorrow. Pastors extorting the masses. Politicians knocking champagne glasses. And one like the smarties. To them off them passes. The people are go perish for lack of knowledge. But they are in this jungle still. Some rich and some poor still. All the money with them have that hard. But they are in this jungle. Out on the battlefield. Oh, yeah, no. Man fed up with oppression. Man stand up for me, I'm now. Man I call for the army now. Gotta detach on the system. Self-sufficient man far. So I've got to take myself away. I've got to take myself away. Prepare for them food shortage. Ask about them seed bank storage. Social media, what a distraction with them demonic forces.
In here are sane. It is unthinkable that somebody would plan to kill an entire people. See, you couldn't think like that. But don't you think that others don't think like that?
We're sick and tired of being abused. We're sick and tired of living in fear. We're sick and tired of being manipulated. We ain't gonna do it no more.
Them kill the prophets every time them try educate us. You know, organize a big pandemic. Tell me what's the purpose? Really? Is it to implement a global currency? For a small businesses, global dependency. Rockefeller, Bill Gates, where is your humanity? What's the side effects of your 5G? The population for the masses of society. Microchip in every human body. False injection make them kill Papa Berkey. Ask them why them kill John F. Kennedy, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Dr. Selby. Pharmaceutical companies gotta make money. Get the youth awake, awake, awake. How much more pressure that we really going to take? Awake, awake, awake. Please unite for the children's sake. The youth awake, awake, awake. Open up your eyes, see the true enemy. Awake, awake, awake. Please unite for the children's sake. No unemployment at the sky high. Raise the prices so we can buy. See the economy bad, what a damn lie. What a damn lie. So tell me who is benefiting from all this? They don't look like me and you. And then them call a Gentile a Jew. Introduce COVID to destroy revenue. And this near and the movies have a preview. Whole heap of distractions, them not have a clue. Ready yourself for them digital system. Get at your phone cause the buggers them listening. I'm telling you about martial law. Democracy was to oppress the poor. Have you chasing occupation while them prepping war? Speaking the truth and then we hate ya. So awake, awake, awake. How much more pressure that we really going to take? Awake, awake, awake. Please unite for the children's sake. So awake, awake, awake. Open up your eyes, see the true
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. If you cut me, you go see blood. And if you squeeze me, you go feel the love. We are one people under the sun, one nation under the law. So who feel the black? Who feel the black? Who feel the white? Who feel the white? I don't know. But it's set till tomorrow night. Who feel the wrong? Who feel the wrong? Who feel the right? Who feel the right? Come and go. Come and go. And all who feel the too bright. Let me jump up the same way. Let me wind up the same way. Party not stop. Same way. Ramage bingo like we come to play man. Same way. Every creed and class. Same way. Don't let nothing pass. Same way. Like a repetitive, all the love inside the way. You got an accent, but we're not really different. 99, 1%, love to wine, represent. All that we want to see, happiness, prosperity. I do you and you for me. Cause if you cut me, you go see blood. And if you squeeze me, you go feel the love. We are one people under the sun, one nation under the law. So who feel the black? Who feel the black? Who feel the white? Who feel the white? I don't know. But it's set till tomorrow night. Who feel the wrong? Who feel the wrong? Who feel the right? Who feel the right? Come and go. Come and go. And all who feel the too bright. Let me jump up the same way. Let me wind up the same way. Party not stop. Same way. Ramage bingo like we come to play man. Same way. Every creed and class. Same way. Don't let nothing pass. Same way. Like a repetitive, all the love inside the way. Uptown and ghetto, feeling the tempo. So current I so, it's party they like so. Soon as we land, fun is the plan. We like a jam, like we man bam. Waving we hand inside the band, we inside the band. And if you cut me, you go see blood. And if
I never thought I would have missed black so much, people.
We are one people.
You really don't know what you have until it's gone, eh? Let me bring that one back from the top.
Under the love. So who feel the black? Who feel the black? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. If you cut me, you go see blood. And if you squeeze me, you go feel the love. We are one people under the sun, one nation under the law. So who feel the black? Who feel the black? Who feel the white? Who feel the white? I don't know. But it's set till tomorrow night. Who feel the wrong? Who feel the wrong? Who feel the right? Who feel the right? Come and go. Come and go. And all who feel the too bright. Let me jump up the same way. Let me wind up the same way. Party not stop. Same way. Ramage bingo like we come to play man. Same way. Every creed and class. Same way. Don't let nothing pass. Same way. Like a repetitive, all the love inside the way. You got an accent, but we're not really different. 99, 1%, love to wine, represent. All that we want to see, happiness, prosperity. I do you and you for me. Cause if you cut me, you go see blood. And if you squeeze me, you go feel the love. We are one people.
All right, good looking people. Good afternoon to you. Denise Raid. I love you, Denise. She said she listens to us every single day. I want to take the opportunity to shout out Margaret from South Oropouche. Margaret, I write down your last name and forget it. I think it's Mattison. Margaret Mattison from South Oropouche. Your daughter bounced me up in tongue today. She saw my face and she was like, I know you. Well, I started to size up the girl one time because I was in some man back and all, eh? So I say, Lord, I muzzy was. Anyway. So when the daughter said, I know you, I brace myself. I said, but where she know me from? She said, use the radio host from Facebook. I say, Lord, this look like a UNC supporter, you know? But no, she was really happy to see me.
And if you squeeze me, you go feel the love.
She said, Aisha Wells, my mother, Margaret Mattison from South Oropuch, love you like cook food. That woman doesn't listen to you in the car. She listening in the house. When she on the road, she have her earphone in she ears. That woman love you all, girl. So I want you, when you go on the radio this afternoon, to say hello to my mother. Her name is Margaret Mattison from South Oropuch. So Margaret, big up your whole self. She say is a diehard PNM. And you had to be a diehard to be in them constituencies. So I say continue bearing the flag, yeah? Let me say good afternoon to those of you locking us down locally, regionally, internationally. Wherever you're listening to my voice, I say thank you so much for choosing me. I am in the building, Superior Sukuni on the inside. Good afternoon to Lisa King. And to Anthony Reynal. He says he's also from South Oropuch. How you doing, love? And all my good folks on Facebook that continue to like the video and share the live. And good afternoon to Val Bowen. She's there on the inside. Val, your name come up yesterday. I told Eric to contact you, Val, so look out for a message from us. Rudy Trudy, how you doing? Blue Diamond, Diane Payne, Elizabeth Edwards, Esther Waldron, Kevin Williams, same dude, 1979. Also, Michelle Superwoman. All you know, all yourself, man. Big up all your whole self. Hey, Melly Matthews. She's on the inside, as well as Alison Rogers Joseph and Lucille Phillips. Candice Joseph is on the inside, and Joel Joseph Daniel. Big up your whole self. So I just be bad talking other people live. I just want all you to know. I got on the ground report live today, and I get on dirty. Because Madam Santa Cruz bad talk Google, and I get vexed, and I run in and attack. And I told Andy Williams he doesn't get more than 280 people on his live, and how I just have over 300 people, over 400 people, so don't embarrass me, please. I have 261 on the live. I would like to have 300 people so I can rub in the face that I have more viewers than them on an afternoon. So I'm going to let all you run up these numbers. So, you know, I like to talk big. And when they screenshot my live, oh, she threatening Andy Williams and she had less than he on she live. No, I can't do that embarrassment. All they don't make me look bad. So send up those numbers to 300. We have a packed show today. We are going to be talking about the Sovereign Republic of Superior, separate and apart from Trinidad and Tobago. And then, of course, I have a very serious topic I want us to touch on. So, yeah, the thing will sell off. Today is Tuesday, so we're going until 6:30. I need you guys to get in very early. So, yes, I cut a check that my ass couldn't cash. And I bad talk the people live this morning because they had 280 on it. So I need to have at least 300 people to start the show. Look out for your girl now, man. Don't make me look bad. Let me run it up to 300. Let's go.
And if you squeeze me, you go feel the love. We are one people under the sun. One nation under the love. So who feel the black? Who feel the black? Who feel the white? Who feel the white? I don't know. But it's set till tomorrow night. Who feel the wrong? Who feel the wrong? Who feel the right? Who feel the right? Come and go. Come and go. And all who feel the too bright. Let me jump up. Same way. Let me wind up. Same way. Party not stop. Same way. Ramaje bingo like el que te we come to play man. Same way. Every creed and class. Same way. Don't let nothing pass. Same way. Like a repetitive all the love inside the way. Same way. Same way.
Alright, so guys, we have Google watch on the live and tell me how much we have. I find you moving little stush inside of here today. I getting all this bacchanal for you, you know. So you need to get on the live and let me see how the numbers looking. 302. So you think we could do 320?
Yeah, man.
I want to make sure that I have a clear margin. So alright, only give me 320. I want a clear margin because right now I real bad talk the people playing on the live. I tell them they have no followers and no viewers. So I had to make sure I give them a clear margin. So let me get 320 and the shipping is going to
Jam on somebody now, hold on somebody now, keep them company.
All right, we looking not too bad. Get we to 320 quick so I can rub it in them face. And we taking screenshot too to prove it, eh? Google take the screenshot quick so I know what I talking about. Somebody tell me 327. It looking like 327? No, listen, we have much more followers than the Dirty Ground Report. I mean, bad talk them. Them could barely cross 280 people when the day come. And my life just be lit. It's only a set of dunce talk them that's have on a morning. And I had 334 people on my life. Take that. Only Google cheated. I get enough a canal for you. You better make sure we have a clear margin there, you know.
42.
Oh God, well we ain't do bad at all.
Who said 350? Who said 350?
Listen, nah, they didn't do too bad at all.
Nah, we going 500.
And Google, oh God, that's kind of pushing it though.
Yeah, all right, 400.
My
400.
God.
We could go on 400. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, look
60,
him all,
62.
look him all,
62, we going up. And if only come on the live, we have a video, we're going to show it to make all you laugh. Come on the live, we have a video to show it to make all you laugh. So where's the music? We're going to get a video for them.
Yes, my brother. Burn your belly.
Well, look what video is this again for me here. All right, so we had 374. We didn't do bad at all. It on.
Right.
374. We didn't look too bad at all.
374.
Look.
380. Come on in live. We have a video here to show you. Only got dead with laugh.
Take this mouse and click on this thing for me here.
Which one you want?
Second one. Come down. No. Yeah, that one.
Right.
Open it up for me. Scroll a bit. Keep going again.
We coming forward with this video. You know, listen to this video. Only got dead.
See. Right. Move that. I'm not seeing properly.
Mm-hmm.
Come again. I think that's it. That's what I want to put.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about.
Right, that's what I want to put.
The High Commissioner to India.
Right. 395. Okay, so we almost there.
No, we're going for the 400. We're going for the 400.
We all 43. That's it. Take shot now.
Right. 48. Stay right there. We have a video to show you. We have a video to show you.
Screenshot that quick.
Let me go screenshot that with you. That's now.
Yeah, quick. Don't stick.
All right. Go on the WhatsApp there.
All right, okay, Ollie, hold on. You go on, you making a spin? All right, well, we go deal. Open it up, you have it there.
WhatsApp, we going
329, 429, 433, nice, are overdue.
No, it's not overdue yet.
440?
Yeah, we going on the live.
Now, Ollie, real run out for me today, boy. I ain't like, make me feel good. I could go on the people live and cuss them tomorrow and tell them I have all these followers.
Switch your live. Pop the volume there.
Why all you just do me this, boy?
Yes, it's fine. Yes, it's fine.
Google, you know what? 469, all you let me start the show, please. All you run out for me today, and I appreciate it very much. So I shall forever be in your debt. Yeah, all you run out for me today, and all you make me fall down. 473. Thank you so much. So people, pull up where we going, and it's 482. What? We look like we heading for 500.
I'm telling you, switch the screen there quick for me. Let me give them something else.
Oh Lord. Ollie, we look like we might make a 500 here. Well, guys, today. Joan Williams is locked on and listening. She is on YouTube. 310 persons there. Catherine Ashby, Rosalind Romeo, Troubleshooting, Luke Bernard, Ian Bristol, and Michelle Superwoman. Say, I should just call me name me running out. Alana, how you doing? Shadeli. Hope you have an awesome day today. Guys, today we make 500.
Well, let me go with this one. There. 500. Well, then watch this. She said they never advertised the match they had on last week Tuesday. Watch this.
Tuesday. Remember that? The first day of school. I want to thank them so much because we took a decision, enough is enough. And we came out with our numbers throughout the length and breadth of the country. Over 30 locations, activists were there. Now, we could have brought everyone in one group, as they say. But I thought it was more important for us to be spread out throughout the country. We did not advertise that. It was barely by word of mouth. And some phone calls, of course, as the police TTPS has reported, some phone numbers for mobilization. And yet people came out because we didn't want a massive thing to shut down the country. We were very concerned about having a peaceful protest, very peaceful protest, but standing up for people in this country. And then again, yesterday I had
Olele, we start 510 people on the live. We love Ole. We had a screenshot to prove we facts, and we go deal with that. We go run out for them tomorrow. Thank you so much for your support. So let me scoot on over to here because my homegirl, Rhoda Barrett, was who brought it to our attention today that something is afoot. So we're going to pay close attention to the Sovereign Republic of Siparia. Opening it up here.
Where? Yeah.
No, widescreen. Yes. So let me scoot over here. So, according to Guardian, page 24. No, take that again. According to page 24 of the Express, dated Tuesday, the 26th of April, 2022, under the heading of events, Gandhi statue unveiled in Cedros. The High Commission of India, in collaboration with the Mahatma Gandhi Institute for Cultural Cooperation and the Councillor for Cedros in the Siparia Regional Corporation, unveiled a Mahatma Gandhi statue at Manohan Singh Park in Cedros on Sunday. The unveiling was held in celebration of Indian Arrival Day and featured remarks from Arun Kumar Sahu, who is the High Commissioner of India, the United National Congress's opposition leader, Kamla Prasad Bisesa, National Council for Indian Culture, Gandhi Siva Sang, and former Minister, Dr. Suraj Ratan Rambachan. The port of Cedros holds great historical importance as it was part of the disembarkation of East Indian indentured laborers who first came to Trinidad on May the 30th, 1845. In the midst of the 1980s, Cedros became a rallying point for Indian Arrival Day celebrations, with thousands gathering from elaborate cultural events and a symbolic landing of immigrants. In 1985, Siparia Regional Corporation commissioned a monument to mark the arrival of Indians to Trinidad. The monument featured a boat with a father, a mother, and a child whose hand was pointed inland, symbolizing not only the arrival, but the land that was to become home. The then Councillor Basdeo Manohan Singh, in whose family name Manohan Singh Park has been named, facilitated the actual on-site construction works. The placing of the statue Mahatma Gandhi in this park is very symbolic as it serves as a reminder of the importance of non-violence in the pursuance of a better world. Unveiling ceremony featured a short cultural performance. And as you can see, the photo is the historical importance of the statue at the park, the boat, the images of the mother, the father, and the child on the Fatal Razak, and underneath a photo of the High Commissioner, the Councillor, Opposition Leader Kamla Prasad Bisesa. What is angering citizens of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago is the blatant disrespect by the Indian High Commission to not, from what it appears, invite the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and instead took the opportunity to have the opposition leader featured, as well as councillor for the area. It's making rounds on social media. Citizens are asking, why would a country High Commission not inform the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, or if they did inform the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, why they did not attend? Is it that Superior is now an independent sovereign state, not a part of Trinidad and Tobago, that the opposition leaders doing feature addresses? People are confused. Google what happened there?
That's what I could say.
Do you consider that to be disrespectful?
Very disrespectful.
High Commission of a country to come to your own country to unveil statue and not invite you?
How about we get the Minister of Foreign Affairs on the line?
Get him on the line. We need to find out what happened there.
I want to hold on to girl and jam up the bumper.
The lines are open. Citizens, how do you feel about this? Do you consider this to be disrespectful? We need to know what happened here. Was the Ministry of Foreign Affairs informed of this unveiling? Or that wasn't important enough? We're just asking questions. Numbers to call: 3420081, 771-1791, 4665-391. What in the name of politics is happening here? Let's go. Call A live. How you doing, darling?
By the grace of God, easy boy. You went to Google. We already have a Afghan statue in the square at the end of Duke Street. Why didn't take that and carry down Princess Town? You see that here, these people push it? They want to control TNT bands. They will stick with that, then coming back there told them never ever about this country. They could do it or want to push all the, let me leave it there. I'll be saying good. They're sick like that. Dr. Najuzel Sisole, have a safe and blessed day.
Let me read your comments on YouTube. Rudy Trudy say he's always out of place. That High Commissioner. Sean Wharton say it's a blatant disrespect. Ambrose Blast said he has been disrespectful to this government. I have said many times that this High Commissioner should be sent packing.
To explode. Why you causing problems? Girl, it's not easy. Everybody watching.
So we are taking your comments via YouTube. Yeah? Send them on YouTube. Walter Pierce says it's disrespectful to the max. But I expect no less from this commissioner. Trevor Mischief says very disrespectful to the country. What happened to the head of state? We're asking questions here. Was anybody from the Foreign Affairs Ministry there to represent on behalf of the country? Because they are not listed in any of the photos. Who is in the photos are, according to the article, High Commissioner Arun Kumar Sahu, third from right, United National Congress Opposition Leader Kamla Prasad Bisesa, fourth from right, and other dignitaries to the event. We know UNC councillor attended the event according to the article, but no mention of anyone from the Foreign Affairs Ministry or the government.
I want to hold on to girl and jam up the bumper. I just want to have some fun, but this girl is thunder. She up with business out on the road.
Caller, you live.
Good evening. If he was among a past prime minister, and this is the instruction she gave to him, that is to tell you she deserves not to be any prime minister, because this man himself should have some idea to know he can't do his prime minister and his dignitaries in his country unless he has no manners and is the same thing he does be doing there. What I want to say is Trinidad is not belonging to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Belongs to them. Okay.
All right, so on Facebook, Anthony Raynon says he must go now. Francis Million says time for him to return. Danny Hossein says he wasn't disrespectful when he and his government give COVID vaccine. Okay. Send those comments on Facebook as well. I am reading them. Yeah? Do you consider this action to be disrespectful? This is one country to another. What happened here? Google?
Aisha Wells, that just says or confirms to me everything that the gentleman that I interviewed on Friday, everything he says is true.
I am confused. If the ministry was invited and did not attend, then we need to know.
Yes.
And I am almost certain, could put my head on a block.
Knowing Dr. Amy Brown,
they would have sent a representative.
Thank you very much.
So what happened here? What happened here? Let's go again. Caller, you live. No, we're going to play some voice notes in a short while. Remember, we're skipping through today because we finish at 6:30, yeah? I have a very pertinent question to ask in the next hour, so I need you guys to stay with me. Don't go anywhere. Caller, you live.
Aisha, good afternoon to you, my darling.
How you doing, mommy?
I good. Thank God it's been another day. Aisha, well, I want to say to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, Aisha, for the longest while, the opposition leader continued to disrespect the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You hear what I'm telling you about? She is a failure to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You see what she's interested in, Aisha? You see what she's interested in? But the affair for the people of Trinidad and Tobago, she's not interested in that. Aisha, all I can turn and tell you, pinch your skin, and you're going to see what color blood you have. You hear what I'm telling you about? I would like to know what color blood the opposition leader have. But as I turned and I said, my Prime Minister, Dr. Rowley, we will continue to support you, the people of Diego Martin West. You understand me? I swear to the longest time, Kamala is a failure to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. A totally failure, Aisha. Aisha, you have a good one.
Thank you so much. Let's go again. Caller, you live.
Hello, good afternoon, Aisha. What's up?
I'm good, love. How are you?
Yeah, man, fine. Well, Jim, yes, I try to do things for the events, not to depress, you know. If you understand, not a youth of unity, not a youth of love for fellow man, not a youth of country, not a youth of patriotism. I mean, how much more the country could take, if you understand what I'm saying. I mean, it's not even worth discussing how obvious whatever message is being sent. It's no rocket science whatsoever. If you understand what I'm saying, it's just simply in your face. Only look this, take this, there's what I for, there's what I mean, me and respect, and I'm gonna continue getting all the disrespectful stories for as long as I live. If you understand, that's how I looking at it. I'm not questioning why and the things in terms of why they didn't do this and why they didn't invite nobody. It is pure and obviously simple in front of your face. This is what I am. This is what the party is. And me, I don't know. I want to be surprised, but it seems like, but it's kind of depressing because now is a time for everybody to be united, you know, against all what has affected the country and stuff. And it seems like none of that is forthcoming with this person. With this person now again, and thanks for allowing me to contribute.
Thank you so much. We're waiting on Dr. Amory Brown to confirm coming on the program.
Yeah.
So hold on. Stick a pin. Yeah, we confirming having him on the program to explain exactly what happened here.
Yep.
But persons are confused as to why Superior is now a sovereign republic. Rhoda Barrett is all over Twitter asking the High Commissioner questions that they have not answered. Google, look, Rhoda taking a turn on them. Let me see if I could share it over here. She is taking a turn on them. I'm going to share it for you guys to see. She's asking pertinent questions. Let's see who's on the line. Caller, you live? Caller, you live? Not ready. Caller, you live?
Aisha, I'm only captain of the bunch of
So you want to compare us cutting ribbon for standpipe as a republic, a nation? Give me the mouse. Having an unveiling event and not inviting public officials, you really want us to compare the two?
You just trying to score for controversy.
So do you find it don't you find it disrespectful to not invite members of the government or the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as a sovereign country?
Not sovereign. The word is not sovereign, madam. It's sovereign.
Oh God, you want to teach me English, but you want to call here with your foolishness. Answer the question now.
I want to teach the people in the morning program too.
You know what? Thanks. I have to go. Have a good day. So people, Rhoda Barrett is on the ball. The High Commission to India posted it to Twitter. The videos, the photos, the information. And it says statue unveiled of the Mahatma Gandhi at Cedros along with former Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bisesa. So Rhoda Barrett got into the comments and she asked a question replying to the High Commissioner. Why was the Ministry of Foreign Affairs not informed or invited? Are you only recognizing the opposition leader? Is your government in agreement with your diplomatic position? She goes again. Was anyone from the sitting government invited? I'm only seeing the opposition leader. And finally she asked, so the Ministry of Foreign Affairs says it received no invitation to or information about the High Commissioner Gandhi unveiling in Cedros, which now begs the question, has Superior seceded and become a sovereign state that India has decided to recognize? Well, Rhoda is confirming, and I know she would have done her investigation, that no invitation was given to the Foreign Affairs Ministry. I still waiting to hear from the minister. But I am confused as to why that type of situation will happen.
Why? Why are you confused?
In a place like Trinidad and Tobago.
Why are you confused?
Why not be confused?
Because remember, it's just red and yellow. This has nothing to do with nothing else. It's just red and yellow. It's just about red and yellow. That's how this country is seen by red and yellow.
Clearly the opposition running this place.
Thank you. That's not disrespect.
You think anybody could have gone in another country and did that?
Well,
it's just sad.
You find so?
People, we're going to go for a break. When we come back, let me tell you where we're heading.
We're heading.
I listened to Roberts and Precious and them program in the last hour of their show.
I agree a lot of this too.
And it's not just them, I've been hearing this all over. Where people are of the opinion that UNC and PNM is the same thing. I want to take this to the public today.
Yeah, but they say there's a bias.
Do you agree? They could say what they want. Do you agree that the UNC and the PNM is the same? And if so, tell us why. Why you believe they are. Because I can't tell for the love of me how anyone, and no disrespect to my colleagues, I love them the same, but I differ with that opinion. It's chalk and cheese. How could you put UNC and PNM in the same category? We'll talk about that when we return. We're going to pause for a course. Stay with us.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
I'm at a happy place in my life, and it can't change. And it can't change. Who's that? Hold up. Where's you going? I will be in 45 minutes. I ain't know. Is that dress up thing right? Alright. If I have a suit, I coming out in black and white. Real girls go fight. I'm good.
6.5 hours later.
Yo. I'm coming in. No. Alright, here. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. Finish or what's going on here? Yo, party finish or you don't start?
Party is over for tonight, sir.
Well, I see a bartender still there, DJ still there. What you gonna do for me? I now buy my outfit, my energy or anything. Okay, I'll learn something. Yeah? That could do.
So, yes, still close.
Take the whole thing and make something happen for me. I need a little 2 drink till the DJ run something for me. Please.
DJ spread it with me.
DJ run it again. Yeah. I turn up the fed till it turn over. I turn up the fed till it turn over. Boy, I just wanna get this feeling all day. I just wanna drink and party all day. Give a little money to the promoter. Boy, give a little money to the promoter. I just wanna get this feeling all day. I just wanna drink and party all day. All I want is a little more fed with you. All I want is take a little drink with you. All I want is a little more fed with you. All I want is so don't tell me the party over. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I turn up the fed till it turn over. I turn up the fed till it turn over. I just wanna get this feeling all day. I just wanna drink and party all day. Give a little money to the promoter. Give a little money to the promoter. I just wanna get this feeling all day. I just wanna drink and party all day. Over. Get this feeling all day. Drink and party all day.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John every Monday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m. and every Wednesday evening from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. live on the Street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, gogi, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health, performance, and disease. Listen to Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday at 9:05 a.m. and Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the Street 919 FM as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079, 516-286-7079. 7079, or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com.
Well. Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion boarding at Kings Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy boarding at Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, and 299-4227, or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Reset expectations.
Babe, summer's coming up. We really should start planning the real vacay.
You mean the one after we take a break with the kids?
We can hear you.
Start planning your getaway trip with Caribbean Layaway's 0% interest and flexible payment plan.
One thing for sure, flying Caribbean is the way to go.
It's no fun without us, right? Mom? Dad?
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
For everything you do, Caribbean Airlines, we got you.
Roger Garraway and his community of creators present The Royal Exhibit, a 3-day art exhibition, Wednesday, April 27th to Friday, April 29th, Queens Park, Savannah. Daily start time, 11:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. under the auspices of the MP for St. Anne's East, Dr. Nyan Gatsby-Dolan. The greatest and finest pieces ever witnessed by local artists in Trinidad and Tobago will be on display for purchase. Come to this wonderful event and walk away owning a masterpiece that can be displayed in your home or passed down for generations to come. Roger Garraway has now made his mark on the international market, breaking barriers and setting the standard high. He and his group of friends will wow you with their out-of-this-world pieces. This event cannot be missed. You can also enjoy the opportunity to browse and purchase fantastic one-of-a-kind handmade art and craft pieces created by local designers from the community. Special guest appearances by Patrice Roberts, Michael Edwards and friends, Iwer George, Roxanne Lane, Gracie, and Joey Rivers and his band. Food and drinks on sale. Secured parking for all vehicles and all COVID-19 protocols will be observed. Special thank you to the Member of Parliament for St. Anne's East, Dr. Nyan Gatsby-Dolan.
Daddy said it was our special lover.
I told my granny, but she didn't help.
He was so nice when we talked online. I threw up again. I just can't sleep.
I failed my test. I missed school last week.
Now he wants pictures of my body. I have a right
to live free. Stop hurting me.
Please.
Don't keep child abuse a secret. If you see something, say something. Report it today at 996. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago and the European Union United Nations Spotlight Initiative.
Tune in to The Street 919 FM every Thursday from 10:05 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. for the program Straight and Narrow, The Way of Life, The Health Store, being brought to you by Mrs. Arlene Collins Mohammed. For more information, check us out on Facebook or Instagram at Straight and Narrow, or visit our website at www.opulence.com/Arlene for Life. You can also call or WhatsApp at 309-4697 or 620-9379.
Police, good day. Officer Best Price here. Johnny Q Auto Parts Division? Yes, sir. I'm here to investigate an assault on batteries. Excuse me, sir? Is it true? You have batteries selling for $488? Yes. Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries. So I can buy a battery for $488? Yes, sir. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed and distributed by Massey Automotive. Which part? Right here at Johnny Q Hardware and Auto Parts Division, 15 Arabita Avenue, Woodbrook. And our new Johnny Q Superstore, located at Lowlands Mall off Claude Noel Highway in Tobago. You could call 63 Tools. All right. Thanks, boss. Nah, man. Granny, do you have $488 to lend, man?
Hi, I'm Valentine Garcia.
And I'm Nikki Garcia.
Please join us on the Final Hour broadcast every Thursday at 9 a.m. on the Street 919 FM radio.
Every week we will journey into the amazing Word of God. So please join us.
See you then.
If you're experiencing pain, constipation, headaches, poor blood circulation, high or low blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, swollen or darkened feet, come visit us at Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle offer a wide range of services. Come and experience our new 3D analyzer, which allows you to have a look inside your body. We also provide live blood analysis, iridology, ionic foot detox with foot soak and foot massage, aquatherapy, full body massage, and organic supplements on sale such as Nano Silver, Nano Zinc, Body Light, cold pressed sesame oil, and more. Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. For more information, call 275-8359 or 288-1108.
Join Nicole Huggins for Health and Wealth Lifestyle every Monday from 9:05 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. right here on the Street 919 FM.
Deals are at East Side Plaza, located at number 32 Charlotte Street in Port of Spain. It's a sale on everything at all stores. Opening hours are from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Everything from food stuff, lunches, pottery, African wear, Christmas gift items, tailor services, hair salon services, and so much more. Everything means everything. Head into Port of Spain and check out East Side Plaza at number 32 Charlotte Street. You are invited to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the old-time gospel hour all-night prayer. This and every Friday evening on the Street 919 FM from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Designed with you in mind, this program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to justly and to love mercy and walk humbly with thy God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. For further information, call 753-1113 or email us at church668hope@gmail.com.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Program for me, please. Google, this is Black Man. Send it, the program for me, please.
While I was singing and passing me liver string, Black Man asking me where Atlantic play.
Aisha, good afternoon. If
the High Commissioner did not consult with the government of Trinidad and Tobago, I think that guy should be sent packing back to India. Kamala Prasad Visesa and these people, they are not the Prime Minister and running the government here. And this is what I keep telling you all the time. People of Afro descent not understanding what really going on in this thing, and they're jumping up behind these people. These people are dangerous. And I would have packed that man straight back to India with the Georgie bag. Good afternoon.
Aisha, good evening. Aisha, listen to me. All that what went on there is total disrespect. They have no respect for the Prime Minister, nor do they have any respect for the President. You saw how she was treated in Parliament. No, Dr. Avery Brown, no respect at all. As far as they are concerned, there are no heads of government and there are no Minister of Foreign Affairs. As far as they are concerned. Why? Because they're black. Straightforward. Because they're black. They have no respect for the black leaders of this country, none whatsoever. So they will continue to do what they think they have to do without the approval of any minister or any prime minister of this country. It's plain talk.
Good afternoon, Aisha. Tobago in the house. Aisha, I saw that same article on the Facebook, and I was like, did I miss something? What the hell taking place here? Because I was a Facebook Mako. I always scroll in Facebook and people just tag me into things and I just go into it and watch. You understand? Aisha, the disrespectful. Well, here what Aisha. Let them run the route. But Aisha, why is only in Trinidad these things that's be happening? Why these things don't happen here in Tobago? Eh? Why these things don't happen here in Tobago? Aisha, you know these same people has come to Tobago and try to run Tobago and we here just put them in their place. Why they don't try coming here and put in a Gandhi hat, wherever he name statue here in Tobago? Even though we see in PDP give them to put up a Hindu temple or wherever it is in Tobago here. But Aisha, you ain't see Fali and them. The same site where the PNM Council did say about the Marriott Hotel. You ain't see them now, all in the bush. I don't know why some snake don't wrap around the foot in the bush there. And then they had Watson Ju come in and say, oh, and we don't want that here. We don't want the airport expansion. We got us how we is. Watch them basking in the glory of PNM. Aisha, girl, I locked on and listening. Let her come and try that here in Tobago.
Aisha, it's me again, sweetheart. You hear him? You hear them? That is, I'm telling you, pinch we skin and we're going to see what we are. African people, this time you all wake up, you all not being recognized. The opposition leader don't care about the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Hence the reason why the Vice President of Guyana had the utter rubbish to talk about Trinidad and Tobago. Because of who? The opposition leader. You hear what I'm telling you about? And she bunch of thieves.
Good afternoon, Aisha Wells. The UN and the PNM can't be the same. Look at thing the UN do. The PNM in Poland is suffering people there. For the PNM government, the PNM had to go, Aisha.
Let's take a call. We're getting ready to jump inside the topic in this hour. Caller, you live?
Hi, sister. Good evening. I think I'm going to start the topic.
Right ahead.
I hope you please allow me some time.
I will. Go ahead.
Because I could never forget my first Tobagonian. His name was A.N.R. Robinson. And he had the very set. You see what happened there? Hinduism is alive. And they don't understand they are not Indians. They are East Indian descent. They are now West Indian. Right? They don't see that yet. They still sailing back on the puzzle as that guy why they invited him there to identify their roots. But if you ask half of them to say a few lines in Hindi, that would be guy making no sense. But let me see if I can start. I had a man called Iwer Robinson. And you know what when he came down, was it 1818? And you hear what he said. And remember, he was a part, he made Pandey Prime Minister. He gave Pandey, the same thing happening now, happened already. He gave the 2 seats, Pamela Nicholson was her name, and he became Minister Extraordinaire. And eventually he became President. Right? That's what he gave up that for. Because he was an educated fellow, very brilliant fellow. He was Minister of Finance under Dr. Eric Williams and has some issue with the $50 bill. So let me move on. So because of that, when he gets out, he formed a party and decided to train up to the Ghanaians the same way against Doc. You see how the man from the base, from under this pavement, the scholar never issue because he drive around the Prime Minister in a bus and he know what and he believes that he was entitled of getting a building in town. Right? And he came to a decision. After he get all of that, just like Jack Warner spending money and think about it. That was not UNC. I want black people to wake up. This is for Precious and the three young people that was earlier on before you. The man came down to make a decision. Here what his decision was made on. And I hope we don't ever turn the Ghanaians, especially the African one, don't ever forget that, you know. That man, if it wasn't for that man, you see what happening in Guyana? We'd have be walking on we. And he made a decision based on, hear what he said, you know, moral and spiritual values. What that tells you about the other side? What does that tell you? Moral, you know what that means? Honesty, respect, value. Instead of a man calling my Prime Minister King Kunumunu and the owner of the radio station agreeing with that. So if they come into office, what do you think they would do to weed out? And in 2010, they had no respect for me. After that, they would tell Jack Warner, after he spent all that money. He was a good man, you know. Jack Warner had no excuse, just like how Watson Duke had no excuse. Innocent until proven guilty. Jack Warner was in the same position. And when they done what they tell him, go and clear your name and come back. Just like what Kingsley said. What Kingsley tell me? UNC, he didn't leave the UNC left him. That is why the 4 clowns on her morning making noise. They're fighting among themselves. And the student from the beach want to kill him. But she did in Santa Cruz. Because she owned the ground report. We still fighting. What do you expect? Hinduism rules. That is why she said, it's not about that. What she told Bastard? It's not about country, it's about party. When we went for independence, you know what they tell the laws? That here we're going on. They put in a race to step down on them, you know. So that is why for years, right in Lavantil, every time they do something in Lavantil, you know what they used to say? The PLM is for black people. And the PLM only seen about people in Lavantil and people in PLM constituency, but the same people tell you that how PLM are we suffering. Every time the PLM try to do something across the East-West corridor, it's problems. They're singing a song. Everything is only African benefiting from the PLM and no East Indian. That was the song for years. We put a highway on a one called Hulsi Bagan. They blocked the highway for how much years, single lane, and when they done by the Waima Bridge, she become a minister under the UN, under Pandey in them time. Well, they don't remember that. They are not about progress for Trinidad and Tobago. Otherwise, we'd have a train and we would never have a problem with gas. But we would not be spending all our money because I go to social services to do something else. But because of that, we are not trained. We have an aluminum smelter plant. So I remember, a man made a protest in town and spent on a hunger strike for many days. No highway, no byway. And then went on side with him. And when they done, they come and give me the same highway. With roundabouts instead of flyover, and a man going with nearly $1 billion of money. And that 3 men for 20 years fighting extradition treaty. When they done, they give me a man with a bunch of keys and a snake and try to give me Section 34 to try to free them. Well, let's still go support that. Precious, compare. Think about what I just tell you and compare the government. I'm going to tell you something. Ask yourself something. Why a Wasta vehicle that mash up faster than a TNT truck? I see TNT, they are new fleet of vehicles, I shall. The government, the Prime Minister, the Minister, who into public utilities don't drive no Wasta truck. But Wasta will mash up the whole fleet of vehicles and privatize them. That's like how they get them 49% shares in TFTC and you will see what happens. We ourselves as Trinbagonians, they were going to work and working for the government. The government, the same taxpayers, all that it says yours, that is the same money you working for every time you go to work that you pay in taxes but getting back. So if you're not productive, how you ever want the country to go anyway? If a public servant, when they go to work and when they reach home, they don't sit down and ask themselves, was I productive today in my day work? Did I contribute something to my society when I went to work today? Did I make somebody who come to my office life better? Until we ourselves ain't doing that, it's just like the virus, you know. We just keep getting worse. So stay enjoy evening. So don't wait for the government and don't check on yourself and when put them in office. I tell them already, my grandmother leave a piece of land on Convention Wilson. I sure I can catch a boat and go back there. Because all they ain't seen hard times yet.
So basically, people, the question we're asking is, do you believe PNM and UNC is the same? And if so, why? This question was triggered from a conversation in the earlier program, as well as countless other people. As soon as they have an opportunity to talk about politics, they compare both PNM and UNC as being the same. Is this an opinion you also share? And why? Let's take this one. Caller, you live?
Good afternoon, Aisha.
How you doing, darling?
Good, good. Aisha, the answer is no. So there's no frill around it, no frivolous excuse or what. The answer is no. I have observed that the PNM political party is about building a country, building a people, not race, not separation of races, right? They build a country so that citizens can survive comfortably, right? But the other parties are not like that. Look at their utterances, their behavior. You can see there's a difference, right? You talking about lime and apple, right? The sourness, the sour behavior that they carry on with. So I'm waiting for another topic. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The lines are open. We continue to take your calls. Let's go. Caller, you live?
Hello?
Caller, you live?
Yes, hello, good afternoon. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
How are you doing, Aisha?
I'm blessed.
I didn't come out of your Sunday. I pass on you, I see all the activities, tent and thing, come out of the place was well scanty to her. So I know when she come down the last time, but you're making joke. Well, people, I don't come out of you. Hey, hey. But anyway, all of this stuff that you compare with the PNM, because when they when they vote out, when they vote out Manning, and they turn around and tell Manning he was doing a very good job. I don't know what I'm people now. But anyhow, I don't know the man was up here. Wait, no, and I take some pictures and say, later, I'll do me just safe.
Let's go again. Caller, you live?
Hello, good evening. Now, we shouldn't time to hear your question, Aisha. I was transfer there. Sorry about the feedback. And tell listeners again. How totally disgustingly disrespectful to even think that the PNM and UNC is the same. That is just a UNC apologist cliche, that is bandied about by who does call themselves elite, who does call themselves intellectuals, who does call themselves balanced. I don't understand how people just say that nonsense then. If you understand what I'm trying to say, when you look at all the obvious differences that have with the two parties, when one party in power, there's just a simple example here.
Lord, I don't know what happened. Let me sidetrack a little bit earlier. So, I am a comments reader, and I'm going through the comments of the photos of this event that was held by the Indian High Commission to Trinidad and Tobago at this event? Well, you can see the black statue of Mahatma Gandhi, as well as the officials in the middle, the opposition leader in full East Indian regalia. So the UNC would have posted this. She was given a token of appreciation. So the UNC posted this photo, or series of photos, yesterday. I went into the comments because this is me. I'm a comments person. I like to hear what people are thinking when they're looking at photos. So let me just go back here. Hold on 1 minute. Oh God, all of that. So while I'm going through the comments, people. So far back at carry me. While I'm going through the comments, people, one comment stood out at me I felt I should share with you guys. So this was April the 24th at 3:26 p.m. on the UNC's Facebook page. 11 comments, and I'm opening up all of them. So persons are commenting, what a lovely gesture, thank you, India. One must always have a sense of direction, where we came from to where we're going. So proud of you. Cedros, my hometown, I am proud of the villagers. Good job, beautiful Kamla Prasad Bisesa. Thank you for your presence. To the people of Cedros, great job, well done. Well done to my leader, good representation. You acted as the PM of TNT. I didn't know that the country needed to have the opposition act as PM, but we move on. Well done, awesome sight. Well done, my beautiful lady, best PM ever. This comment stood out at me. Why did the statue have to be so black? Really? This is on the UNC's official page. So nobody who is manding this page saw this comment and decided to, you know what? Let's remove it, because this comment may be offensive. Why is Mark Leotard concerned with the fact that Gandhi's statue was black? That's beyond me. Deborah McIntyre says this modern day Mahatma Gandhi is our Lady Kamla. What a fitting tribute to look at this gentle, caring soul who has been a fighter for his people and his country. Most importantly, the poor. Madam Prime Minister, I have always congratulated you, Madam Prime Minister, congratulated you on following after a great leadership position. You have proven to be a Mahatma Gandhi for us. We salute you. A true leader. The next statue to be erected should be the father of Cedros, Manohan Singh. I guess the former councillor. So nobody on the UNC's page felt it fit to report this comment. Why did the statue have to be so black? Really? Google, you think that's why we won't? Well, not we. Do you think that is why members of the government won't invite it?
I believe so.
Where did this comment come from under the UNC's post?
I remember.
So nobody saw it fit to remove that?
No.
It's only 11 comments. They didn't have to go far to find it.
You might say so, but they wanted to be there. I believe they wanted there so that you can know how we feel. If it's in the broad daylight where you can see it and you're still doubting it, then come on. It was placed there for you to see.
The blackest thing in the photo was the statue.
Yes. So when you heard the Miss Bisesa say the black man on the other side, that Rawan and all these statements, that is no different.
This bothers me, Google.
It doesn't bother me anymore. Because there are some people who are just blinded by things and wouldn't see this.
This bothers me. Why would the UNC leave this comment there?
Because that's how they feel.
That didn't bother them. This is on the opposition leader's official UNC page. Under their photos. The darkest thing in the picture is the statue, and somebody highlighted, why did the statue have to be so black?
So the statue should have been white.
I don't know.
Look at the statue.
Again, I don't know when we would learn. So yeah, we're going back to the topic. I just found it necessary to share this with you guys because it bothered me reading it. And UNC calls itself a national party.
When?
And their supporters think like this. So if the color of a statue bothers you.
The color of me will bother you also.
Because Google, you dark like the statue, eh?
Thank you.
I confused.
And why you saying it's a national party? The lady said it. If you put in country before party, go to hell.
This confuses me. UNC people, whoever's listening, advise the party to go on and remove the comment from Mark Leotard.
No, don't remove it.
Who I assume is a fake profile.
Don't remove it. You assuming? You see, you want to put your head down in the sand.
Go and remove it, please. It bothers me.
No, it doesn't bother me. Leave it there so that in future I can show my son and my daughter, my grandchildren. Leave it right there. Don't remove it. If you remove it, you are going to be a hypocrite because you're going to pretend to be something you are not. Leave it there.
The lines are open. Again, we want to go back to topic. I just read it because I like to read comments, Google.
Yeah, but Aisha,
if it have a million comments, I will go through every single comment.
All right, so here's my question to you. So you would want me to remove a comment that I agree with? Answer me.
Well, I don't know if they agree with it. Maybe they didn't see it.
Hello, when the woman stood up outside the parliament and said, "We hate him." Remember that woman?
Yeah.
That is still on the UNC official page. You doubt me? I'll bring it and show you. It is still on the UNC official page and never took it down.
Somebody saying screenshot it because they're going to remove it later.
They will never remove it.
Google say they're not removing it.
They're not going to remove it. Have they removed the statement by Ms. Bissessa where she said, if you are for country, go to hell. You have to love your party before country. They never remove that. Who said they're going to remove? Hello, they're not going to remove nothing. Hey, let me take a bet. What I mean a bet. Let us leave it and see. Look at it tomorrow. That's going to stay right there.
I wonder what color they would have wanted the statue to be.
Cream.
Beige.
Have you seen the one in the square?
No, what color is that?
Let me try and see later.
Imagine we talking about colors of
our
statues now. That's when we reach it.
Yeah, but it's the same. But they are the same.
Do you believe it's the same PNM and UNC, and if so, why? Let's go. Caller, you live.
Oh, good evening again. That can't be possible. You don't know the darker the Indian you are of the lower caste you are. So the darker human being you are not considered a human being. In India, the darker caste gets the most degraded, garbage truck thing. You name it, that's what them get. They can't elevate themselves. So when you see they call Dr. Rowley, oh, your man, and all those statements are Pastor Google just out live. What do you think they are trying to... Now it's desperation time, you know. Jail is inevitable, you know, Aisha Wells. It's not Mr. Manning there again, you know. There's nobody to talk, and when they talk about race talk, that Dr. Rowley backing down, that's not happening again. It's desperation, so they're gathering the troops by all means necessary. They don't stop my eyes again, you know. It's Kamala. They try to wipe out Pandy. So everything is now, she is the queen, the mother. They would never not denounce her as prime minister. She's opposition here, but she's still prime minister to them. You see, that is why you see, the man could tell pressures under them. He knew there was thieving. I was getting, you know. You think that makes sense, Aisha? Was as a businessman. You're a businessman, and the man you getting the business from, you know he's corrupted. But because you could eat our food, it's all right. The other man here, he take on our program. Let me tell you how deep this is. And let me forget the first attorney general that them had. You know what he said tell them? Get rid of the... So when the case, what was the statement? Get rid of the witness. And then murder start in Trinidad and Tobago. We just forget these things. That man defended that man. Every time you go to court and tell the people here, magistrate, this man is a businessman, this man is a the community, anybody think. And when he became Attorney General, Pastor Goge might say we repeated the same thing. But if we don't remember where we come from, we can't remember where we're going because we was stupid enough in 2010 to vote out Mr. Manning and give them 29 seats. So all they complaining about I saw them could have go in the parliament and change any law, you know. So here would also tell me Mr. Manning was spending too much money. When they leave me, that's why my boy could have said that the thiefing but they eating 63 billion. What is my budget today? Compare. Think about it. Under the highest oil price ever, all the talk them talking. 63 billion. And we still living today with a budget of 50-something billion, right, guys? Huh? Who do you think I could compare? Think about it. You have 4 people before the court for extradition. And when you get into office, you give me section 34 to try to free the same people. How you see the citizens? Kingsley, didn't you march in that march? That is why we put Dr. Rowley there today. And because of what Robinson tell me, moral and spiritual values. Then take a woman and worship them and put she in charge of the same thing that Griffith making noise for. But they tell she we have all kind of credibility, a man come and read out in the parliament. What she did was Miriam, right?
That's right.
And at the end of it was what? She had no qualification for nothing. And then defend that. Which part in the world that national security minister would have still retained that job? And them still leave them there because them see that as nothing. But if that was done on the other side, all now them still singing that 40 years and then tell me about Orland and Privat. Call the Heart. They tell me Call the Heart and corruption. They bring Call the Heart here yet? But I know I have a attorney general before the court with a man called Vincent Nelson. They don't want to talk about that. And I had Jolene. You know what's going on? Under them, I have a public servant. Get charged, went before the court for a land matter, and get found guilty and get charged and making it in the jail or whatever. That's how get them was. That's how they could have thief and I could have still eat their food. A man ran away with $400 million money, you know, Anderson? With our water treatment plant. And he go into a place and no extradition treaty where they tell me about Orland and Privat. And I tell them Robinson dealt with that. Robinson make sure we get back the money from Canada, from Orland. So I doesn't want to hear them. We've been down this road already, Aisha Wells. We can't trust these people have no credibility. You imagine think about it. Them right, the American government and that Trump to send a sanction against me. Say we sell oil to Venezuela. Remember that? Think about if Trump to do that. We'd have been going through like what we're going through in Venezuela right now. We would have no value. We couldn't deal with St. Vincent, Grenada, Barbados, nobody yet. Check out Parliament too. For the government of America to make a sanction against Trinidad and Tobago, you know, I saw it. Them right the Australian government on the vessel we buying to tell the Australian Attorney General there's a corruption between Turnbull, I think was his name, and the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And then they made, you remember Dansuk? They made Franklin Khan and Eric Williams had to leave under Mr. Manning, and when they done, he was a fraud. Remember that? Kamla and Munilal. Them still sit down in the parliament. After the man went to court and admit that what he died, that wasn't true. Any part of the world, there was no politician again and it wipe out the mat for coming and lie in the parliament. Well, you wake up now, man. Aisha Gordon.
Thank you so much. All right, guys. So we continue to take your calls. I'm going to be playing some voice notes in a few minutes. So feel free to stay with us and get your voice notes in. Send them to 771-1791. Caller, you live.
Hey.
Let's see who's there. Caller, you live.
Sure, that. Yeah, that was, you know, the current system, right? Yeah, sure. And that point, look about good afternoon, sir. We are not going to think. You go in the next country to try to convince the next country not to bring boats, or not to disrupt that development in terms of, you know, getting brand new ferries and updated. And you will, they try to stop that. It's a man that I'm not sound like Mr. Barter. I have a man that went to the parliament in another country on the backbench. How embarrassing it is. I have an ex-man who talked to a loaded and a scorned person in foreign in New York, the one that Dr. Rowley talked about recently, embarrass everybody. Nobody can communicate with the disgusting racist, and that person went and talk. Look, what shame. We have an opposition, Mr. Barter. I'm talking like you for spite. We have an opposition that oppose every bill to come against crime, criminality, white collar crime, black collar crime, blue collar crime, water collar crime. Everything concerning crime, they oppose it. We have an opposition that loading up the national security apparatus in this country along with Mr. Gary Griffith. Loading up, paying up everybody. They just put up everybody. They just blow cover of undercover police. They just blow the cover everything in this country. And the illiterati want to come and tell me about, oh, two of them. You ever check the kind of people that say them things? They just be done for Asia. Once. Oh, PNM and UNC is the same. What kind of analysis all they have? Or you went to school or let me know. You ain't going to go to school. You just have to have a mustard seed of common sense to understand the difference in this place. The PNM is about development. You know what the name of the party, the PNM party before it was PNM? All you want to know one of the reasons why they support the PNM. The name of the party was the People's Educational Party. You know, all they want to come and me, I have a support. Or them vexed because we don't support a stable institution, the most evolving institution in Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean, if not the Commonwealth also. Who does have growth? If you have on its record, financial crisis and crash on the world, in the world, and in the Mr. Patrick Manning time, we experience growth. And they want to call me a super fan for ask them why they don't support UNC now. They don't support UNC because they hate black people and Dr. Rowley. And I'm not telling you something, the original color, good afternoon, Shiva, is of Indian people is black, They get they get waxed with a white thing, It's that gentleman used to call, on David Mohammed program, Explain. I don't know if he died now. That elderly gentleman, very full of knowledge, a repository of knowledge, explain how they end up with the fair skin. And in certain schools of thinking, they used to say Indian people is straight here African people. But they don't want to know. They don't want to know about that. If they understand what I'm saying, how the statue is so dark. Because these people does make me laugh. And in answer to your question, Aisha, going, no. PNM and the UNC is not the same. Thank you very much for allowing me this.
Google.
Yeah.
Do you believe PNM and UNC are the same?
Could never be.
Why do you think this?
Several reasons why.
Go ahead.
When we look at the education policy of the People's National Movement, and you look at the UNC's policy, it's two different things. UNC in Carnation wanted dollar for dollar. Mr. Manning say no dollar for dollar. Everybody go for free. UNC say laptop. What Dr. Rowley say? We know what Dr. Rowley said. We saw what he did for under the pandemic. We saw what was happening with our school children. Let me tell you something. And if we want to talk about race, because that's the other topic and that's the other road that us want to go down, where is the politicians that have us divided by race. Who talks the most racist talk on the hustings? Who? It can never be the same. And these same people who turn around and say that PNM and UNC is the same, when they're talking about Mr. Manning, when he died, and up to now, all of them keep saying that that man had a vision for the station. And how could you say that a leader of the party had a vision for the country, but then you're saying that the both of them is the same? Could never be. Could never be. That's my view. They could never be the same.
Thank you for sharing your view, Google.
Why you look like you want to cry, so?
Because it bothers me that we are a...
Hold on, the blue now.
Let's get tired of this. It bothers me, Google, that we as a society can't see the difference. Relting bothering me today, you're fine?
Why you say it bothers you as a society we can't see the difference?
Because if we can't see the difference between both political parties, it says to me we are either an ungrateful society or we're not too bright. And both of that situation bothers me. Because if we continue to go down either road, whether ungratefulness or not being too bright, our future is dark and bleak.
But that's why people are concerned about Watson Duke. People are concerned about the mindset of the opposition leader, where just gimme is concerned. And really and truly, Aisha Wells, I hear you, but...
Google, we still have people in Trinidad and Tobago in 2022 concerned about the darkness of a statue.
Yes.
And found it brave enough
to put it on a
this
message
on the official opposition's UNC page.
Yep. And we
how
say
far
that
you think we go in with our mentality?
And people say it's the same. How can that's chalk and cheese? That's two different people. It can never be the same. But again, based on where you sit, because if the comparison comes down to, well, I say eat a food, if the thief $100, I say get $2 from the $100, I don't really care. Or it's because I gain at $2 from the $100 that the thief in.
But we're not seeing that I get $2 today. They stole 100 million, let's just say, allegedly. They stole 100 million allegedly. I get $2 from it. And 10 years down the road, the entire country has to pay more for everything because we have to raise revenue that was taken.
But let me ask you this.
Does that math make sense?
No, it doesn't to them.
The value of the $2 10 years ago is not the same value of $2
today.
No.
But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Because you're concerned. How do you think we could ever get through to people who thinks like that?
Google, I want to say I believe that we can, but I'm not sure. Here's why I'm not sure. Because a lot of young people are echoing like that sentiment.
Yes.
You see, it's good enough to say the old persons are done set in their ways, so they may not change their thinking. But you see, when young people thinking so, it says to you that we meaning the PNM, may not have done something right. And when I say so, meaning in terms of educating or documenting our journey as a party for people to believe that we and them is the same.
Wow. Now say that again. So what you're saying there is it is
because I'm wondering,
it is a fact.
Is young people you hear saying that?
Yeah.
So which means they were born in the 80s, the 70s. And if they could have born in that generation and today tell us that the both parties are the same, then maybe we didn't leave
a proper legacy.
You think?
But okay, let's move away from. Let's just move away a little bit from, okay, the PNM may not have done a proper presentation of what they would have done, right? To have us where we are today as a nation, a strong, vibrant nation. But let's look at this. When Ms. Bissessa was Prime Minister of this country, we're looking at governance, leadership.
Okay.
When Ms. Bissessa was the Prime Minister of this country, she fired ministers left, right, and center. Today you get up, the Minister of Education, it was this person. By the next 2 months, it changed. By the next 2 months, it changed.
So you're saying every 10 days they used to have somebody sit down in the office of Prime Minister.
Prime Minister.
Somebody was rotating it.
Right. Just by that alone shows you that if this station, one day Aisha is program director, the next day I am program director, the other, come on, that does not show any level of stability.
Not only that, Google, the office of the Prime Minister is a top secret office. They sit on many chairs, including that of the National Security Council, that is privy for secret information. And if you have anybody willy-nilly just rotating inside of the chair, it says to me that situations can be compromised. But it's just me thinking out loud. I'm not too bright. I'm from Laventille, so I just try to limit my thinking.
Well, I'm from La Romaine. You from Laventille, I'm from La Romaine. And people who know La Romaine from South might say them people from La Romaine not too bright either. But Aisha Wells, what you said earlier on about accounting to people on your achievements and where we were and where we are going, I think Mr. Manning would have done an excellent job of that with Vision 2020.
I thought so too, until I still see them same young people there. I don't know if you forget, but I could never forget because I still traumatized by it. All over the country doing so in 2010. Yeah. After we went to school, free.
Yeah.
Half a week, first we had it nice. We was jumping in class and dropping out.
Yeah.
1 minute we studying this. Because it's free, we don't want it again, we study something else. I had a friend, Google in the space of 12 months, join about 5 different courses at the UTT and drop out of all 5. Because it was free, she didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
We were seeing the construction sector booming with high-rise building going up in Port of Spain, knowing that the government is finally going to be landlords and moving away from paying for some of these derelict buildings. And these things were happening. We had plans of a rapid rail system.
Yeah.
All these things, and them same young people and them do so.
Yeah. And then now saying that there's the same.
That's probably why they did it, you think?
Wow.
Google, as I could say, all you bear with me today. As I said, I am bothered by a lot of things today, and I'm bothered by the fact that young people in this country believe that PNM and UNC are the same. As I said, and I'll repeat, it says 2 things. Either we are a grateful people or we're not too bright.
Or
either one.
Or don't leave out what you said about the PNM not recording.
Correct. Or not leaving a proper legacy.
Yeah.
And I'm simply saying, if any of those are said to be true, then once somebody dangles a carrot in front of them in 2-3 years, we back to square one, eh?
But
we back to square one. If we would judge the future of a country based on somebody gave me an extra $2 while they thief in 100 million.
Yeah.
Then if somebody dangle a carrot in front of you.
Yeah.
That is it, you're gone. Nobody's asking how the PDP is getting money to campaign in Trinidad.
No.
Nobody's asking that question,
No.
Who's funding this? They have office here, office there, big opening in the Hyatt. I thought they opened last week. They have a next opening again in the Hyatt coming up here.
Whoa.
Where the PDP running to all this? Good luck. Somebody dead and left them inheritance or what?
Whoa.
A party that formed day before yesterday, I'm being dramatic now, has reached big yard now. They're in the big yard. They're campaigning in Trinidad. And nobody's asking. Hold the hell up. Where they get all these funds?
Yeah.
I don't even remember them keeping a barbecue. You remember them having any fundraising events?
No.
But we don't ask them questions. No. I worried. We're going to go for a break. When we come back, we enter the last half hour of the program. We finish at 6:30 today. I'll take your calls and play your voice notes. Me and Google go hush and allow Wally to talk when we return.
Yeah. If you cut me, you go see blood. And if you squeeze me, you go feel the love. We are one people under the sun. One nation under the law. So who feel the black? Who feel the black? Who feel the white? Who feel the white? I don't know. But it's set till tomorrow night. Who feel the wrong? Who feel the wrong? Who feel the right? Who feel the right? Come and go. And all who feel the too bright. Let me jump up the same way. Let me wind up the same way. Party not the same way.
The views
views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
I want to address some issues. Big man, I born in a poverty, but them thing I don't like. Every ghetto youth had to have the Benz park outside. A pretty girl passing my drink with two black eyes. You can't see life, but they're talking. All your business out the road and they're walking. Bunch of it inside the shoes, so them parking. And you put one bite on you, so we go study them. Yo, because Jah give me health and strength, so what we do? Mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up that. Cause we don't bad mind people. And them protect me back, so what we do? Mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up that. Hey, you see all bad mind people? Yo. Stay away. Away low. Away.
It's all about the fastest growing reggae show in the land without a doubt. Right here on the Street 919 FM. Each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. with yours truly, MC Duke, alongside Selector Kochi. So make it a date and don't be late. Rock and come in, so line up, link up, creep up. You don't know reggae rock each and every Sunday. Salute Gadamari, King Selassie.
Eyes, Value Optical Eyes. Get expert care for your eyes and really great eyes. This Easter at Value Optical, get a super 40% off frames, plus extra savings with the purchase of Supernova or Transition lenses. Enjoy these Easter savings until April 24th at all Value Optical stores. Special conditions apply. And really great eyes.
Value Optical, expert care for your eyes.
Reset expectations.
Babe, summer's coming up. We really should start planning the real vacay.
You mean the one after we take a break with the kids?
We can hear you.
Start planning your getaway trip with Caribbean Layaway's 0% interest and flexible payment plan.
One thing for sure, flying Caribbean is the way to go.
It's no fun without us, right? Mom? Dad?
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
For everything you do, Caribbean Airlines, we got you.
Roger Garraway and his community of creators present The Royal Exhibit, a 3-day art exhibition, Wednesday, April 27th to Friday, April 29th, Queens Park, Savannah. Daily start time, 11:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. under the auspices of the MP for St. Anne's East, Dr. Nyan Gatsby Dolly. The greatest and finest pieces ever witnessed by local artists in Trinidad and Tobago will be on display for purchase. Come to this wonderful event and walk away owning a masterpiece that can be displayed in your home or passed down for generations to come. Roger Garraway has now made his mark on the international market, breaking barriers and setting the standard high. He and his group of friends will wow you with their out-of-this-world pieces. This event cannot be missed. You can also enjoy the opportunity to browse and purchase fantastic one-of-a-kind handmade art and craft pieces created by local designers from the community. Special guest appearances by Patrice Roberts, Michael Edwards and friends, Iwer George, Roxanne Lane, Crazy, and Joey Rivers and his band. Food and drinks on sale. Secured parking for all vehicles and all COVID-19 protocols will be observed. Special thank you to the Member of Parliament for St. Anne's East, Dr. Nyan Gatsby Dolly.
Well. Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion boarding at Kings Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy boarding at Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, and 299-4227, or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Shop
Shop at New City Mall and check out our premium selection of high-quality clothing and accessories for men and women. Save on all items with competitive prices and courteous service throughout the entire mall. New City Mall is located in the heart of Port of Spain with entrances at 3 Charlotte Street and number 41 Independence Square. We offer a variety of shirts, long and short sleeve, round and V-neck tops, vests, caps, hats, sunglasses, briefs, boxers, shorts, swim trunks, denim, jeans, long and 3/4, socks, sneakers, casual and athletic, shoes, dressy and fashionable, dresses, formal and casual, skirts, lingerie, undergarments, and a wide range of accessories. Come check us out as we also have clothing and accessories like Levi's, Clarks, Armani Exchange, Hollister, American Eagle, Ralph Lauren, Nike Air Force and Air Max, Puma, Adidas, Timberland, Academics, Aeropostale, Old Navy, Forever 21, Hanes, Dockers, Guess, Converse, and so much more. We have barbers, hairstylists, as well as weave and wigs on sale. All at New City Mall. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Sale, sale, sale.
Hi, what's up, TNT? This is Wayne Johnson out of Brooklyn, New York. I always wanted to do something back home, and we're going to be doing our gospel segment on Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM. Listen what I want you to do. Spread the word. Spread the word, TNT. Salvation, full and free. Salvation is for everybody. Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM.
Join Pastor Kelvin Heinerine and friends for The Way, The Truth, The Life Radio Ministry, a Church of God ministry, live on the street 919 FM from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. This and every Sunday on the street 919 FM. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father except through me. John chapter 14, verse 6. For further information, contact 686-3845-349-5178 or 342-7303.
Dr. Livette. Join him right here on your radio every Friday afternoon from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. for your dose of the health and wellness in a program that is sure to change your life. Popular for promoting Livette rather than diet, Dr. Livette has transformed a number of lives nationwide and is now live on the street 919 FM every Friday from 5:05 p.m. Tune in and also learn about the U-Juice to build your immunities and promote overall great health. Dr. Livette on the street 919 FM this and every Friday from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. It's time that you live.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Are you experiencing terror, experiencing pain? Poor mood, stress driving you insane. Free yourself from all this hell. Free yourself. Something in life yet to make you well. Dispel all the ills that your body stores and prevent yourself from producing more. for you. Cause the fountain of life here to protect you. For info, call 620-9379 or 309-4697.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Like I already give it all the love inside away. You got an accent, but we're not really different. 99.1% love to wine.
You are live.
Hi, good evening, Aisha.
How you doing?
Very, very good. Listen, I want to thank Alien Man. In fact, let me thank you and Pastor Google. Then I want to thank Alien Man and my colleague from Barataria for showing people the difference between two parties where one gives you opportunity and one gives you eater food. And I'm going straight to eater food where she got a function at Hilton. And Kamala Prasad and the East Indian community, and this is not a racist conversation, has made a good study of not PNM supporters, but African people who are gullible. You see, and we have a lot, and it's not downgrading our African people. African people have to have a sense of belonging. They don't. They're not aligned to a particular church that drives Indian culture, let's say similar to Indian culture and Indianness. We don't have that. Some of us who are Christians, we just want the right thing to be done. So Dr. Earl is seen as an evil man. He can't do this. That's the problem with us here. So people see the PNM as, like the UNC would say, 40 years in office, but not knowing only 12 of those years, first of the PNM had an oil boom. And who benefited from that? They don't know the history. So I show you're correct. It's the lack of education and information. And Pastor Gogo, PNM has left a legacy. The problem is the African people stemming from NJAC and even the emancipation support has not done a good job with legacy for African people. Even from the area of spirituality, not only spirituality, church, things that take the interest of African people. And I'm not talking about the God, even from the political aspect. Even from African people making politicians proud. African people always want politicians to do something for them. Kamala have it different. Her people are proud of her. She did nothing. She spent her money badly and everything, and they still love her. And the worst thing is, I should have videos where when you're trying to free a tiger cat or a cat, and you're the cat trying to scratch you, that's African people in Trinidad. That man showing them, even for Mr. Manning time. You remember when Mr. Manning had all the white tape and the this thing and so on. Mr. Manning tried to pull African people and Indian people, children, into an area of training and then preparing you for the future. When Kamala Prasad and Pandan, they came into office, you know what they did? They stopped all those programs. Businessmen were complaining. They're not getting young people to work during that time. When Kamala and they come, they take a study of it and they know that all African people work in the restaurant and all these areas. The children are going into training through the government-sponsored program through the National Training Board. They stop it. African people find themselves back into security and all those areas. Those are not when you can make a comparative analysis to government. It's chalk and cheese. And today I know colleagues on the radio, and I listen to them good and say, my God, this is so sad. Because those are young people. Those are young people who don't understand the question of coming into office with a majority seat mean that you could make laws for the betterment of the people. Come down and don't do that. 29 seats and not one law in relation to property tax. They make people believe, Aisha and Pastor Google, that property tax is a devil. And the same property tax, they are allegedly UNC members who have property outside paying those tax in Canada, paying it in Miami, and in Trinidad here, where African people, when they develop and get more employment, sustainable employment, through the parliament, African people have seen that Kamala Prasad not supporting bills and legislation offered by Dr. Rowley and his team. That's why Dr. Rowley looking good for 70. You know why? If you are so foolish out there and can't see the bigger picture, something wrong. So let me go on. I could go on and on and on. From 1956, come fast track to 1975 and then up to 1986. The Point Lisa's industrial estate. You look at that. You had to include the Brian Lara. You had to include the Twin Towers financial agency organized by the PNM. People still comparing the PNM to the UNC and tell me they're the same. And from 2010 to 2015, the woman take 29 seats of people. And I make one thing, make an Roberts Bill a thing in Central there, and take almost $200 something million in life sports without one African person development. Are they good? I shall else buff up, feel proud. I want to tell people, emancipation support, NJAC and all these people, get back on the ground and help African people understand the importance of African people. And don't let them lose to the UNC. Because the UNC and whatever group they have, including the Indian High Commission, all of them, will not want to see African people grow. And if they can't see that, well, they'll go there. She'll go back Hilton and give only $69 a day to paint a building. Instead of when you can get sustainable employment with local government reform, where you're working purposeful and getting a continuous salary for years. People don't want that and want a one-off program, or they go right ahead. Pastor Google and Aisha, thanks very well. I am so disappointed where young African men don't know that they are the bigger picture that will build themselves in the parliament. They sit down there to compare that she gives you people things and there's time for doctorate to give people things. All you crazy or what? All the best. All you take care.
I don't know, maybe it's a parenting problem, Google.
I don't think so.
Maybe we didn't teach our children how to be self-sufficient, how to look at the opportunities that are given and try to propel yourself forward, to know that a government doesn't owe you anything, that the responsibility of a government is to provide necessities for the country and not necessarily to give you anything personally that you should do for country and country is not expected to do for you. I'm thinking maybe these values we didn't teach. Why we have persons in their 30s and 40s walking around here thinking that they are owed something.
In their 20s.
The 20s, 30s, 40s, thinking that they owed something.
Yeah. But the only way you can get away from that, Aisha, is sometimes too when persons have to travel, you know.
Not traveling. I think we need to start in the school system. We need to have a subject called national pride.
Yeah.
Jamaicans anywhere in the world, you would know they're from Jamaica. You know why? The national pride of Jamaica beams in their aura. They don't change how they speak. Not me and you who just go to America for 2 weeks and come back talking Yankee. A Jamaican could be living outside Jamaica forever. When he opens his mouth, he sounds Jamaican. Mm-hmm. Everything about Jamaica excites them. Jamaica has an exceptionally high crime rate. You think Jamaicans going to tell you that? They will always talk good about Jamaica and encourage you to visit. But here in Trinidad and Tobago, we burn down Trinidad, we bad talk it, we cuss it, we say bad things about it, we tell people don't go there, the crime high. We don't build Trinidad. We think Trinidad owes us and we take from it.
But do you know that
don't give back?
But there are some adults that are putting that in some of these young people's heads. You know?
Not me. I'm probably the only mother that teach her children that Trinidad and Tobago owes you nothing. Despite the fact that 2 out of the 3 were not Trinidadians. They born here, they grew up here, they went to school here, and Trinidad don't owe you nothing. You have to give back to Trinidad and Tobago. And that's a fact. Who the hell raised their children to think that the government has to give them something? Who does do that?
We know people who do that.
Who's do that? And that's why they have a mentality of not paying taxes and things.
Yeah.
Because they figure, and that is where the post comes in with Fuad Khan. Because he's also grooming a society of people who don't intend to pay no tax. Eh?
You know what he said? You read it? You read it?
You sent it to me, I watch it.
Read it.
Fuad Khan's post is alarming by encouraging people who have gone to school and studied not to consider traditional forms of work. You know why? Because traditional forms of work pays NIS and health surcharge and PYE and all of that.
But you saw the list That he called.
He encouraged them to do. I saw it.
Who are the people
who are least likely to join?
Yeah.
You want to start there or more likely?
And then you want them to take down that post? It's in their blood. It's in their DNA. I was like you once, I was thinking just like you once until the reality hit me. Do you see how you feeling right now? I used to have that ooze in my stomach and say, Google, how you could think like that? Why you want to believe that they are like that? Come on, this is Trinidad. We are, as you used to say, we are Trinis. Aisha, it had nothing like Trinis again with these people. We are Trinis.
We have to be so grateful that in this hard time, where oil prices are fluctuating up and down the place, in international countries that's still entitled to pay their taxes and to pay it on time, that we...
You heard the news in America?
Yeah.
With the electric bills.
Yeah.
If they don't pay, they are going to be cut.
Yeah.
And then you heard what they said also about their welfare and what they were getting. It's going to be no more.
And we here, so fortunate to have a government intend on assisting citizens to afford the price of gas via way of subsidy. And just say, you know what, well, you just give me a little dollar extra. Yeah, things hard all over the world. We're not going to take it from all you. Give me a dollar. And instead, what they do, they march, they cuss, they protest. They feel that they're entitled not to pay anything.
Of course.
What a society we live in.
Well, you must go.
Anyway, are you on Facebook and YouTube yet? Doubles Bacchanal in Las Lomas. Check this out.
Wait, we going to do that?
Get on the live.
Just
Doubles
now.
Bacchanal in Las Lomas.
Wait, we want the 500 people to come back on.
I want to show them the video. I take in this Bacchanal and say, but what happened here?
Just now.
It's alleged people that the man eats and didn't want to pay. Me and know how true it is. I reading comments.
All right, but listen to this.
It's alleged.
All right, so listen to this.
Get on the live to see this.
Wait now.
I'm listening.
So, you come to a doubles cart. You know that there are the people who stand to the side, eat their doubles, as they you might slide, you might taste, just see that.
While the doubles woman counting how much you're eating, and don't feel she ain't counting.
Right. Come on in live, we'll have to see this. Aisha Wells, we're going to eat our doubles this evening. We finish
Not
here.
me, you stay right here with us. I watching my weight.
You are saying to you now.
Not me.
So you come by the double stand, and you eat your doubles. And the young lady is now approaching you for her money. You all have to come on the live and see the outcome of this event. But we're not showing it until we get about 500, 400 to come and see this. You need to come and see this because it is ridiculous. And
Barataria, I know you're listening. I hear a woman on the ground report this morning calling herself the public servant. She has a convent girl accent.
That's the young lady who used to be calling you.
Really?
Yes. She used to call right here. I will say
with
that
the
because she used to
convent
say
girl accent?
right
the
here.
Public servant?
Right here.
And she give it to him today on the program. And I saying, ma'am, you have all the solutions to fix Trinidad and Tobago. If you were so bright, you wouldn't be a public servant. You'd have been a business owner.
Thank you.
Well, let me hush my mouth. You fight for your wage increase, love. Don't let me stop you.
And on the heels of that, as you go to show the video now, up to now, public servants want to know what was the outcome of the discussion with the CPO and the PSA representative that took place yesterday.
Doubles Bacchanal, all you take the scene. I'm not playing the audio because I'm afraid it had cussing in it. But Doubles Bacchanal in Las Lomas.
1% love to wine, represent all that we want to see. Happiness, prosperity, I for you and you for me. Cause if you touch me, you will see blood. And if you squeeze me.
So from the video, you could see the woman laying out the double. She laying it out. She's packing it in a bag. The man is standing there in Muslim garb. The woman talked to him. She tell him something. He approached the woman, raised his hand in an attempt to slap her. She's there. She's querying. He's come again. He's irated. He hits the woman. She fights back. He grabs her by her hair. Start to pull. She hit. She too cuff. The woman is now in an attempt to defend herself. He storms off to his vehicle. When you think he's driving off, he returns with a cutlass, threatening this woman. She runs behind the double car to stand up. In all of this, did you see where the doubles went?
On the ground.
It's on the ground. And now he walks back to his vehicle and he drives off. You see the kind of rage some citizens have. You're live, you're on.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, you're on.
Let me ask you this, Aisha. Well,
Threaten the woman before he drive off, you know.
yeah, but
Poor doubles woman shook.
That's his cat.
No, from not what I hear. You does he cat?
Like, it had to be he cat. The way how he behaving.
The poor woman can't catch herself, you know.
And that talks about the level of anger in our society.
For doubles, you know, a man can chop a woman in Las Lomas for doubles, you know. Taking the bacchanal again, I guess he was really hungry.
Well, let's say thanks to the 458 persons and the how much
Sad, a big man like you in the month of Ramadan, you know, Google.
How much we have on YouTube?
You have on a jalab, but you beating woman by double scat. All you could be.
How much you have on YouTube?
Hold on, let me see. YouTube 494. What Google I do that? I nearly meet up to you today. Like that your daughter now. You putting hands on the people wife. All you
Just
go there.
like that. Just like that. So you think about her husband seeing you treating her like that?
We don't know how I doesn't bounce on them kind of man.
Watch.
Look how you hit the woman.
We need to talk to his wife.
Cough.
Yes.
Cough. No, she was ready to wrangle with him,
Of course.
She wasn't playing with him, You run by your car, big man like you going for cutlass for girl. All you saw is the word I want to say on radio, they go report me. All you saw, not bad. You run for a tree line for a woman.
Yeah.
And a bacchanal over doubles.
Doubles.
Well, you're mad.
Wow. And
I wish I know he. I want to know which mosque he going. Which masjid he's going to pray. I would like to know.
Wow.
Watch, wind down your glass when you're done. First you vex, threaten she, and
Coming
drive
back.
off. A panty man. I can say panty on radio.
Yeah.
Panty man. A big dirty panty too, The lines are open. We taking your calls. Hey, we leaving here just now?
Yeah,
Show nearly done. Show
5
nearly
minutes.
done. Get in quick. Show nearly done. Call A live.
Yes, and I want to echo a sentiment about the last caller, Dr. Rolly Jr. You understand? Them NGO and them African Support Committee, these black people, these black this and these black that, what is them seen in terms of this whole, in the whole scheme of things, Aisha, you can explain to me? All they need to jump out, please, All they need to jump out, please, and assist in this situation. Because every time you see all they on some opposite side talking against a black man, and that is what rumbling the whole scene. So making a clarion call to to those NGOs, those black activists, those black organizations. Well, they need to put a mouth in this thing, Aisha. I don't know if you agree. Pastor, we're going to get even by so we can get on Aisha program. Later.
Thank you so much. The lines are open. Let's go again. We're getting ready to shut down. Call A live.
Aisha, good evening. Them two ladies stupid and I throw some hot pepper sauce in the eye.
I think they get shocked. I think it shocked them.
And close down the thing, she's too stupid. I vex she for that. And I give them some hot pepper sauce in the eye when I have time to go for a cutlass. Bye.
Thank you. Google, we supposed to have vigilante groups hunting down men who just beat women. This looked like a normal occurrence for he. It was too easy for him to raise his hand at her. He didn't think twice. He flinched her the first time and then gishied the second time. And he didn't just hit she, he dragged she by her hair. I wish we have a group of bad men. Your mic off, sorry.
And her hair, a woman's hair is her glory.
You drag that woman like she hair like a dog by that double skirt. Why we don't have a group of vigilante men to be driving wrong Las Lomas looking for that orange car.
Right now he should just walk in the police station of Las Lomas.
We must know which mosque allowing he to come there and pray in this month of Ramadan. Yeah. Caller, you live?
Yes. It don't have a group of men, but I alone want to do the job.
Thank you, caller. Show nearly done. Oh my gosh, and I have a set of voice notes to play. Let me see if I can get some in quickly. Very quickly. All right, let me try this one. Caller, you live? Caller, you live?
Hello, I sent Pastor Google.
How you doing, P&M Gemma?
Fine. Pastor Google, you know what I wonder? I wonder if Mr. David know how much he that. That is the person I want to know. If he see what taking place here with that lady. Terrible. Okay.
Good afternoon, Shabba. Tell the guru about terror stuff for the ground report to see PN and Ratchet. Let me say that and educate the Johns PN and play now. The PN them had to go. They must go.
So why you don't stay off a we good PNM program? You know you're not doing that? You want Barataria stay off the ground report, but you wouldn't leave we alone.
Pastor Google. I laugh at that statement in SBDS. Can I have a confession? You know, years ago, I used to tell Aisha the same thing, that same sentiment that they talk about, how they can think like that, how these people don't think like Aisha Wells blocked me for opening her eyes, how these people are thinking. Aisha Wells, what you want Anderson Wilson, all them, and we, all of them who tell themselves there's more UNC and anybody. I grew up under these people, live in their community from a child going right up. So I know how they just think. Who live in town wouldn't understand how these people just think. I grew up with them. Aisha, if I say certain things, but they might know what I'm talking about. Aisha, I grew up by neighbors. All of them are UNC. I tell the neighbor house and all of them blame me. I was the black boy in between all of them. So I learned them. My grandmother used to work for UNC Complex. And while she working in UNC Complex, she's here all the business. I can tell you where Pandey grandmother living. Aisha, I grew up among them. I know how they think. I grew up. I learned them so that I see how they think. They don't care. Aisha, let me tell you something, Google. Pastor Google. Let me tell you all. Let me teach you all something. You must notice something. These people would give you all. If they have to give you all something, they want something back in return. After they give you something, if they give you a plant animal, they'll give you a male animal. They will never give you a female.
Pleasant good afternoon, Aisha. Hear me and hear me well. I am in my mid-70s, right? And I'm telling you that when we were young people and we reach up to 24, 25 years old, the black people used to cook their own food and eat their own food.
We're going to have to leave it there. We run out of time. 1 minute to go. Google closing comments. You know you don't normally be here, so I'll allow you to close.
Trinidad and Tobago, please be safe on the nation's road. It's wet. Please be safe and keep your eyes wide open. Open your eyes and see.
And we're coming with tomorrow. People on the edge of the seats waiting for you now. You know, they could wake up and hear a man in Guyana. They could wake up and you just all over. You're international, Pastor. People, I'm out of here until tomorrow. As I usually say, TNT, do a good deed today. Until tomorrow when we come with something else, something new, something hot on the official station that defends the nation, the street 919 FM. Have a good one.